One Bellevue family is seeing life-changing results for their son thanks to a new drug. But getting the drug FDA approved is now faced with challenges and technicalities, ultimately putting the future of that treatment in jeopardy. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson spoke with the family about what's at stake.
Back in the comforts of home, Aiden Leffler just returned from a 2-week trip visiting his girlfriend in Argentina.
Seeing all the old architecture and going to some soccer stadiums and all of those interests that I've had and experiencing those in a completely different country was a really awesome experience. Yeah.
One of many experiences his mother Mindy says Aiden is conquering independently.
He's doing things that I never thought that he would have the ability to do when he was diagnosed as a little kid.
At 3 years old, Aiden was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's a progressive muscle wasting disease that affects males.
Kids with Duchenne typically lose the ability to walk, sometime in their teens or even slightly before, and then they struggle with the use of their arms, and then they have a shortened lifespan just due to cardiac and respiratory issues.
The family says since Aiden's childhood, he's been in clinical trials across the country trying to improve his health because the outcome of this disease is bleak.
It's always been the same, right? Like, it's always been a situation where people get weaker and they die early. So at a certain point, I realized, like, oh, this is what's going to happen to me. And there was this overbearing fear.
That fear was met with new hope when Aiden began a new drug through a clinical trial with a company called Capricorn Therapeutics. The treatment is a cardiac-derived cell therapy designed to help Aiden improve his arm strength and heart health.
After all this time and energy and effort and years of my life that I put into clinical trials, we're finally seeing something that is paying it back for me, that's giving me the chance to live as normal a life I can.
He started the treatment right before his freshman year at the University of Washington, and the drug helped Aiden all the way through graduation. A success story the U.S. Food and Drug Administration wanted to know more about.
FDA was so impressed with that data a year ago that they told the company to file for approval. So the company spent millions of dollars, a lot of people hours, putting that application together. And then, unfortunately, something changed at the agency and the way that they were looking at the data, and they turned the application down this summer.
Mindy says technicalities within the FDA's data review is now putting the life-saving treatment on the line, recognizing what could happen to his life and others like him if the drug ceased to exist. Mindy and Aiden went to work. Mindy has booked 3 flights to Washington, D.C. in the past few weeks, speaking with Congress and advocating for the treatment, while Aiden gave a speech to the FDA directly.
Kind of about what this drug has meant for me and the paths that I have in front of me, whether I have access to the drug from now on or whether access is taken away and then my life changes from there on out.
But Aiden still has more life experiences he wants to explore. Now he and his family are clinging to hope that the FDA will put technicalities aside and saving lives first.
You never know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm starting to the point where I feel comfortable enough to be able to plan my life and do the things I want to do without that fear hanging over me quite as much.
Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.
Aiden is traveling to California tomorrow to receive his next round of treatment. The family is planning their next trip to the nation's capital to continue advocating for that new drug that's been so helpful. In the meantime, Aiden is excited to start grad school next week at UW studying public policy.